Well, once we're done here, I'm gonna go take a fire bath.
Yeah, they'll come back. Your skin will not, but they will.
Rated E for everything. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of Rated E for Everything. And before we fully get started, I just want to say that I was watching something, maybe a TV show, but they said Gades and Lentelman. And I was
No
so fucking
way.
mad. I was like, what? I thought I was the first. And I guess like that just proves that I've never had an original thought. And that's all.
None of us have. Um, you went up with like the hands and like you turned, and I was like, is he about to like do the Riz check or what's happening here?
No, not me right now. Not right now.
It's the podcast where we talk a little about a lot. I'm Chanel, by the way.
Oh, I'm Carl, by the way. I
We
guess.
forget that a lot.
I try to. Do you want to do an episode description or you just want to jump into a Kami game? What are you thinking?
Let's
What are you
do the
feeling?
Kami game first.
All right, fuck yeah. Do you have a word?
Yeah, I have a word.
Okay, I think I've got one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. In 3, 2, 1, plug.
Iceberg. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Plug and iceberg. I don't know if I've ever been more stumped on the first one. I'm just gonna go with one that I thought of. First thought. What did you think of? I can guarantee we're not gonna get it.
I'm just
so
gonna say something. Okay, yeah.
work our way.
Yeah. Let's just do it.
Okay.
All right. In 3, 2, 1.
Electrocute.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I have one now. I have one then.
Me too? Maybe?
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. In 3, 2, 1. Metal.
Copper. Oh. Oh no. I mean, yeah, that was right.
I've got one maybe last shot.
Yeah, same. Maybe.
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
This is the last one, right?
Yep.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1.
Penny.
Wire.
Oh. I thought we've already extended our resources there, but you were right.
I didn't even think about currency. Didn't even cross my mind.
It's funny because currency.
Yeah.
Copper and metal is where I went too specific too fast.
It's okay.
Dang, that was close though.
Yeah, I guess.
Not good enough, but close.
Not good enough. Last week was also not good enough.
We gotta build up to it, and then we get a streak going.
Yeah, okay, a lost streak.
Whatever, man. Fuck you.
Chanel, why don't you tell the people what we're doing today?
I am a grown adult and I don't understand a lot of things. I don't know how they work or why they exist or how it happens, and I just want to talk about it. That's the entire description. Is I don't understand lots of things as a grown adult.
As someone who's recently become a grown adult, I also don't understand things. So I can't wait to get into it.
The one that made me decide on this episode this week is we were cleaning like a spare room. We're cleaning it out and there was dust on everything. And I'm like, I don't understand dust. I don't get it. In my head, it's like, okay, it's particles. But what makes more particles is humans, right? So you would expect things that are more inhabited to have more dust. But it's when they're abandoned or not touched that they have more dust. Where does it come from? What's in general dust?
I don't know. Besides human particles, general dust. Like
what makes up the dust? What's in the dust? Why do we call all particles just dust?
Well, it's not all dust particles, right? Like,
I mean, it's particles of something that we're like, yeah, it's dust.
But then how does it become so gray though?
Like, what is it?
Yeah.
What is dust?
I don't.
Why is there more dust in an abandoned place where nothing happens?
Yeah, I
Argu-
don't.
Arguably, I would say that like in a home with like ventilation and air conditioning going all the time, there
Dust
should be
shouldn't exist, right? Or should
well,
exist, I guess.
it should exist more because you're circulating the particles of human
Yep.
or other like dirty things.
Yeah.
But in like you think of an abandoned house, there's the air is not moving much, if any.
Yeah.
There's a roof, so it's not falling from above.
I
Where does it come from?
I don't
Is
really
it
know.
is
I
it
don't.
bugs?
Yeah, I didn't. No, because it's. I mean, but there's dust mites.
Right, but I mean, is it bugs generating the dust, and like
I don't
there's
think.
more
I
bugs
mean,
in
I
an
don't think
abandoned
so,
place?
right? Like, no, because they don't.
What?
I mean, because dust from humans like is skin cells.
Right, right.
So I don't think. I mean, bugs don't have skin.
But why is it fuzzy? Why is it soft and fuzzy?
I don't. I don't like. I don't like this. I don't like this one anymore.
I was just thinking about it because I was like, I humans are messy. Like living creatures are messy. I get
Yeah.
it when there's like, I don't know, dirt or grime or other things, but when it
Grime.
becomes dust, I don't understand anymore. Should we look up what these things actually are after we
No,
talk about it?
no. I think we should leave it a mystery to ourselves and the listeners.
Just
And
to
for the
think about.
listeners, yeah, and for the listeners who do know, damn, that's crazy. Glad you know that.
You're grown. You're
Yeah.
grown. I don't know. Dust makes me upset now the more I think about it
Yeah,
because
and I'm trying not. I'm actively avoiding it, thinking about dust now.
I feel like this whole episode is just going to be things that we didn't really want to think too far into, and now we are.
Yeah, yes. Well, fucking excellent. Um, the one that when you gave me this episode idea, I thought of
Mhm.
were batteries. Like
Oh,
regular like double A batteries, and I have
mhm.
like a list of questions like how are they made? So do they come pre-charged and then do they just slowly lose that charge over time? And what's inside a battery that allows it to conduct electricity and create power? What's in there? Like a metal of some kind, but what kind of metal? And how do
Yeah.
you know that it fucking conducts electricity? How do you know how to charge it up? How did we figure that out also?
Why are some batteries rechargeable and the others are
Yes.
not?
How come my phone battery can get recharged, but like the regular double A or triple A batteries I can pick up from the store, I can't recharge them? How come I can't throw them away regularly? Are they bad for us? Are batteries not good? Is that why we can't just throw them in the regular trash?
Batteries are bad. I mean, they're filled with acid. I know
Yeah,
that. So is the acid conductive?
but there's a metal in there. It's like an alkaline metal. No, like I feel like I always see in like battery
I
packs
know
like
there's lead.
alkaline. Yeah, but like, so do they pre-charge them and then it just like loses its power? Like, how does
So
that?
essentially, they just sit there slowly losing power on a shelf as
Yeah, that's the
well.
other thing I'm gonna say because I guess every battery. I'm assuming they pre-charge it, so then I guess like it's slowly losing battery over time, even when it's not in use. But
Mhm.
that rate that it's losing that is like not relevant to because it's still going to be like it's basically full essentially. I feel
Yeah,
like it's less than 5%. It's got to be something like so astronomically low that it's not actually relevant to the battery's full power.
until it has a full circuit, in which case it just drains regularly.
Yes.
Okay, so my other thought immediately was like double A's, triple A's. Like, why do we have different size batteries and not just different amperage,
Uh huh.
different voltage? I understand if you like get like a big battery, like they need to get bigger to fit that much voltage in it. But like, you know, like the watch batteries, the tiny ones,
Mm-hmm.
the annoying ones.
Yes.
I'm like now thinking like, what if a double A is just those like stacked?
Yeah. Like, is that how that works?
What is the inside of a battery? Is there just little men working in there?
Yeah, like what the fuck? And then like to go like you went the reverse into a watch battery, and what
Mm.
I actually thought it was the opposite, which is higher and like a car battery. And
Ah,
like what the fuck is going on in there? Like that's where the men are.
yeah, yeah. The hamsters are running.
Yeah.
Um, a car battery. I just feel like I know that there has to be some liquid component in it because I know that there are some batteries like that that you need to add water, otherwise it will dry out and no longer work. It'll just
Okay.
like acid itself to death.
Yeah.
And when you leave batteries in something too long, they also just splooge acid. I don't
God damn
know
it.
what's in the acid. What's in the box?
I just and I'm not brave enough to take a battery apart, so I'll never know. But
You
I'm
should
not gonna
not
look it
do
up because
that.
I don't care. Like, so that's the other problem.
These are things that we will not get answers for today. We're just complaining about them.
Yeah, I just don't understand.
That's a good one. I did not come up with that
Because
one.
then there's also like batteries like Duracell. You're like, oh wow, like cool, I got some Duracell batteries. Like these are hardcore batteries. But then you go like grab some from the dollar store and they're like shitty ass batteries. Like they don't really charge, they don't hold a charge that well. Like, are they made with different metals? Like, what's the different components that make these two batteries not alike anymore?
You just made me like switch to a different thing with that, but agreed. My brother refuses. He's like, if you don't buy good batteries, you're fucking stupid.
He's
I'm like,
right.
he's right. But I was like, but shouldn't they be the same?
Yeah, shouldn't they?
They
Shouldn't they
have all the
hypothetically
same
be the same?
specs. What's the difference? But that brings me to something that I don't have on my list, but I just thought of gas stations with different prices.
Yeah, I don't get that either. It must be the only thing I can imagine is it's the grade of gasoline that you're getting, but then at the same time, it's still all that certain grade. So maybe it's just like it. I think we're actually like thinking about this way too uh high-mindedly. I really think it just comes down to the economic factors and who they're getting the fucking gasoline from, and
Well,
that's how they resell
obviously
it.
that, yes, agreed. But there's also places that are like number one gas of like gas quality, and I'm like, is the gas not just the same across the board? Are we
Oh yeah, so
watering
there's like
down gas? Like, what's
like regular unleaded or like premium. Like, what's the
no,
difference
not
between
even
all
that,
those
not
guys?
even that.
Oh,
No, like
I
all
don't
say
get that.
we're talking like all unleaded, right? But you go to like
Yeah.
a local gas station and they have a lower price and it's like apparently lower quality gas. But you go to like a Shell that's like premium awards. We have everything. What are you
Yeah,
watering
what's the
down your gas?
difference?
Is what's
Yeah.
happening here? Why
Yeah.
are they different? They come from the earth. You just like I
I don't
don't know.
yeah, I don't understand that because now I'm thinking about like the actual different premium gas and like unleaded gas. Like what is the difference there? Because it feels like it's the same thing. Like are you just watering it down? I get the difference between gas and like oil and diesel. Like those are different things. They're
Yeah,
different
yeah.
substances. So like obviously diesel goes in like trucks and stuff like that, and gas goes in regular cars. But like, how come I have to put premium in my Lambo, but
What
fucking
even is
regular in my Ford?
E85? Is that I know that there was like some corn fuel for a while. Is that the same thing?
I mm.
These are like normal things that some people know and they're gonna be like, you
You
idiots.
idiots. You
Also, let's talk
idiots.
about gas prices. Fuck you guys. You don't get to just change them every day. You don't see everybody else putting everything on the shelf changing every morning. You assholes.
I don't get that either. I never understood that because then there's like certain days where you should go. Like it's on like Wednesdays that gas is the cheapest, and over the weekends is when it's the highest. Or like I'm like,
It's
what?
like flights, dude. It's like if you book on a Thursday, not even if you fly on a Thursday, if you just book on a Thursday, it's supposed to be cheaper. I'm like, why? But why?
That doesn't make sense to me. Like why? Like why does it change like the fucking stocks? Is it because like the like how much gas is worth is changing? Is that like what's happening? Like I don't
By the
understand.
second, which happens with everything else, but you don't see them like changing the prices all willy nilly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so the next two are just like gimme obvious ones, so we don't have to spend much time on it. But
Okay.
taxes and insurance.
As someone who's working in insurance, I also am gonna leave that one alone actually.
I just felt like they needed. We don't even have to talk about it because we'll just get angry. But I just want to throw it out there. The next
Um,
one I have. Go
I
ahead. Go
was
ahead.
looking for careers and I debated applying to the IRS. They don't have any positions open, so I can't. But and then one of my friends told me that I would be a certified op if I fucking worked for the IRS.
I mean, fair, yeah, but like also this is job security. They ain't going away anytime
Yeah, I
soon,
mean, yeah, I would love a pension, right?
right? Those don't exist anymore. Um, the next one that I have is chiropractors. So I just
Oh, that's a
recently,
fake. It's a pseudoscience. It's fake.
yeah, I just recently found out that they are not like, I mean, they're certified, but they're not like doctor certified, and
Yeah,
any
no.
injuries that they cause to you are they're not liable for, and
Yeah.
insurance will not cover.
Also true.
So if you go in and you come out and well, you don't come out because you can no longer walk, sucks. Bummer, bummer that you signed up for it.
I feel like you people who go to the chiropractor are just like they're getting scammed. Like you're getting scammed. Like
No,
you could really just go to like
I don't know about that.
you could really just go get like a massage or something. Like I don't know. Like I feel like it doesn't. It's not like I wouldn't trust anybody like that. Like, there's no way because there's no proof that it actually works.
I
Like,
have
it is
been to
in
the
fact a
chiropractor,
pseudoscience.
and I can tell you that I had a pain, an extreme pain, and I went to the chiropractor for a few months, and I haven't had it since. So I don't know. I'm not saying it's like a work of art, but I'm also
This
not
is a
writing it
work of
off.
art.
I'm also not writing it off, but like, so we just decided that of all the homeopathic remedies, that chiropractor was just, we were just gonna make it professional. Like, they're like, yeah, yeah, that
Yeah,
one's
I don't get
fine,
that either.
fine. But which is
Because then
still no.
other people, yeah, but like people who use like acupuncture, they're like, "Whoa, that's so crazy! Like, what a crazy remedy you're thinking of right now." Hello.
Meanwhile, there's 3,000 chiropractors on whatever local main street you have. I know there's a bunch of chiropractors there. We all just trusted them. We're like, these ones. This is the good witch.
The Good Witch. Oh my god.
Yeah, it blew my
Um,
mind when I found out, like, yeah, they could crack your spine and then not have to worry, but like, it doesn't matter.
that's fucking crazy. That's crazy.
Bummer. That sucks. You probably shouldn't have tried it.
You probably shouldn't have tried. It's kind of on you then, isn't it? Like,
Yeah. But it also helps sometimes. Also, though, my chiropractor had a certified masseuse in, so I got both. Like,
okay,
I
I
would
guess
get a
that's
massage
different.
and
I
then,
wouldn't trust someone who's only a fucking certified chiropractor.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I would get like a deep tissue massage and then they would crack all the little poppy pops, and it was pretty nice.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. What else you got?
This one made me kind of laugh, but like, where does the wax from candles come from, and how do they make it smell like the scents? So how are they able to capture the smell of a Mediterranean breeze?
Oh my
Because
god.
I'd fucking love to know. I would love to. And I
Look,
know like
this
the
is like
wax
a
is made from
trifold thing.
like it can be made from like honey or like other random crap or like soy is like the one that I'm looking at right now. So, but
Fat.
like
Lots of fat.
but really what I'm curious about is how they get the scent in the candle.
They just like mix it for an extended amount of time near some sense. I don't
No,
know.
like I don't, but I don't like. I get like I would get it if it's like actual physical ingredients you can put into it to make it smell like that.
It's
But like, how do
essence
you?
of.
Yeah, like how do you smell a breeze? Like, what do you? What do you?
You're not smelling the breezes when you walk outside. You're like, that
I mean,
one's
you do,
coming
but
from the east.
how do you capture that in like a jar and like put it in the fucking candle? Like
I
what?
don't know. I for Christmas I got Hannah a candle that smells like Damon Salvatore, a fictional novel character. So tell me how you capture that scent, but
I guess
apparently
they
it
really
worked.
just. But then like, where do these like? Where do some of these smells come from? Like, it just seems so like random. Like, what
I
is
feel like I feel like they make the scent and then they're like, what does this
name it?
remind you of? And they
Yeah,
just pick a
yeah,
random name.
yeah.
We should do
Ocean
an episode where we just go to like Bath and Body and Yankee Candle
and
and
just smell
read the
candles.
names and guess what they smell like, or smell them and then name them ourselves.
Okay. I like either one of those would be funny as hell.
Also, there's a like a thing that people do where they're like, is it porn or like is it like some like version of porn or like a sex toy or like a sex like a pill, or is it a
Okay.
nail polish name? Because they are absurd. They're insane.
Please. Oh my god.
I don't know who decided like they needed to be so obnoxious, but they
With
are,
nail
and
polish names, that's insane.
I'm here for it. So, like you're a normal ass human that knows how to drive a car, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you go on green, and then if you're in the turn lane and your light is green, you go if there's a clearing. You don't just like yeet yourself into traffic. Like, this is common knowledge.
Sure. I'm trying to
Don't,
see where you're
don't
going with
sound
this.
so uneasy.
I'm no, I'm
Okay.
just like I want to see where you're going with this.
Okay. Well, I just thought that was common knowledge. Like, if it's green and you're
Yes.
turning, be careful. Like, don't turn into traffic. I don't know how to tell you. Um, there in most other states, they have a turn arrow that flashes orange during the green
Oh.
light, just to let you know that you should be careful.
I've seen there's some in Illinois. It's
I just
rare. It's very rare.
Did we not learn that? Do we Were we just gonna go like, oh, it's green, I should turn into these cars? Did someone need a blinking light to be like, you should not go head on into traffic?
Yeah.
Never
Um,
never understood that. And
I
it's
don't
so common, I think, in Wisconsin.
talking about traffic laws that don't like make sense. I'm thinking about a very specific area by your house where it's a like a street that doesn't stop and a yield. Just
Oh
make it
yeah,
a
yeah.
stop sign, man. Like why even chance
Nah,
it?
I
Why even
disagree
chance
with
it?
you. I disagree with you there. If it's not that populated, give the people the option to use their brain. Like just slow down a little and check. We trust you. A yield
I
sign
don't
is
know.
saying we trust you.
I bet you shouldn't. They really shouldn't.
Maybe fair. Another place right by my house just has nothing. It's just an open intersection, and it's a good luck.
I love that. I'm obsessed with that.
I every time
Also,
someone drives from near my house, I'm like, there nobody stops here. Be careful. And they're like, what? I'm like, there's no stop signs anywhere. So people just
just
hit each
drive.
other. Yeah, good luck.
People just hit each other.
Traffic signs in general, like who gets to decide? They're like, yeah, put one
Who
here
decided that?
and
Yeah.
here. That one, we don't have to stop at this particular one, but the next street absolutely stop.
Yes, definitely the next one.
Yeah. Also, do they switch off every other block?
Some of them no.
I don't understand. Oh, the next one, this goes hand in hand. Traffic, right? A traffic jam.
Why aren't you just moving? Just drive.
If we're all equally angry about being stuck in traffic, why don't we just all go at
I
the
agree.
same time? How
I
does it
agree. I don't
become hours
understand.
of backup? We can all just hit the gas.
Yeah, I don't understand how traffic works at all. Like where is this originating from that it's backed up so much and like how come what you just can't drive? Like what's the problem?
Like I understand a little bit of traffic, like oh shit, there was an accident, we all have to like reroute around. But then once you're rerouted, like everyone should just be going. It shouldn't keep
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It shouldn't create hours of traffic. I did that.
I
I've
don't get it at
never
all. Just move. Just drive your
just
car.
if
Like
y'all want to go, just hit the go pedal.
hit the gas.
Yeah, just do the go. Ooh, this one is equal parts gross and confusing. Scabs. I don't I
Um
get why they exist, but what are they? Where do they come from? Why are they crunchy and wrinkly?
so do you know what? I'm gonna broaden this for you really fast with something the other thing that I wrote down, which
Sure.
is why is the human body both simultaneously very prepared to live on this planet, but also completely fucking bad at it and incompetent at like existing on planet Earth? And also,
Yes.
like, its ability to both take care of itself, but also do fuck all for itself is insane. Like, the human body's, oh, it's a marvel. It's a technological marvel. All the things that go on at once. Yes, but
It
you fuck
is,
with
yeah.
one of those things and you shut down the whole system.
You eat cheese, game over.
It's
Like, I
done.
don't know.
Like, it's done.
Well,
Um,
here, let me throw some in that category because we can talk about all of them. So scabs, hiccups,
like, what is that?
why you stop sneezing if someone confuses you. We can't do those
Yeah.
two functions. We can't have those two tabs open at the same time. I think that's it for just body stuff. But yeah, um,
It
I
doesn't make
agree.
sense.
I
Like, what
agree.
is
It's
what is happening in here?
you can live with your skull dented in and like no appendages. Fine, you're good. But like if your gallbladder explodes, you die.
You're dead. Yep.
Game over.
But like, I also wanted to say, like, so many things on Earth naturally that can kill us, and we aren't adapted well to any environments. I mean, like, I believe in like evolution and that we evolved from like some like other predecessors, whether they be monkeys or some other like pre like human beings and whatever the fuck that all progression was. How come
Sure.
we're not still doing that? Why did that just stop? How come we're not still evolving? And like the example I wanted to give was the Navi, because they
Hmm.
fucking exist in different environments. So they literally look different. Like their tails do different things. They have different functionality with their bodies and stuff. You
He's
don't see
talking
that at
about Avatar,
all.
guys.
Yeah, you don't see that at all in human culture besides skin pigmentation, and that's it.
Yep.
And some occasional like blockages against certain diseases,
Yep.
just
And
because of like the way that genes work.
like, why are so many people allergic to grass and dust? Let's go back to dust.
Allergies. Why do
Allergies.
allergies exist? Why do they exist? What the fuck?
How
Like,
are we not prepared to be in the sun after how
thank
many
you,
years of being here?
thank you. I don't get
Um,
peanut, like I don't get any, like even like
nuts.
gluten allergies, peanut allergies, dairy allergies. Like, why do we have those? Why do we have those if we're supposed to be living like and existing on this planet? And that's all like natural shit that's been provided to us, and some of us that just can't ingest it. Like, what are you talking about?
I do feel like you're supposed to eat like meat and plants and like everything else is manufactured. So I kind of get it there. I don't agree with it. We should have adapted by now. We've been having dairy and
But you
such for
can't.
hundreds of years.
I guess everything is like grossly manufactured now, but I'm thinking back to like in like the medieval times when you could like make like bread without having like 85 fucking shit ton preservatives stuffed into that bitch so that it
Right.
lasts like 8 weeks longer than the actual expiration date of bread should be. Like,
And eggs everywhere
yeah,
but the US do not need to be refrigerated and do not go bad. It's just here. Yeah. It's just
I'm
from
sus.
chemicals here.
I'm super sus about that.
Yeah. Um scabs, I don't know why are they hard? Why isn't it just like a dermal layer, like a little
Yeah, I
extra
don't get it.
skin?
And why does it like
Why
scab over? Like, why does it like rise up?
why
Like,
is it
what?
taller? Why is it crunchy? Why is it wrinkly?
Why does it itch and why do I want to pick them so bad?
Why can I not stop myself once I start?
Yeah, and like, what if it's your body healing? You would think it would be like, okay, stay away from that, but instead it's like, no, come on, have a
Touch,
look,
touch,
have a
touch.
scratch.
The original fidget toy.
That's the other thing. Like, how come I want to like do like scratch like for chicken pox or like scabs or like mosquito bites? Like the reaction is to scratch that stuff. Like,
Hmm.
why is that the reaction? Like, shouldn't your body be like, oh, you probably shouldn't do that or it'll make it worse?
You're
Like,
causing more problems for me here.
yeah.
Also, you will scar for life.
Yep.
Oh God. Hiccups. I'm sorry. I ran out of air. We just ran out.
Where'd it go?
What happened? Did we have a little malfunction in the breathing system? Am I okay? Why do when I wake up and have hiccups, I then have them 13 times throughout the day?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand.
Why is yawning contagious?
I hate that. I hate that fact. I hate that so much. It's terrible. Because whenever I see someone around me yawn, I'm like, all right, well, it's gonna get me soon.
It's,
It's
it's it's my time. It's coming.
gonna get me soon.
Sneezing in general, I get that you have to get stuff out. It's all the cilia and all that pushing stuff out of
Yeah.
your body, but like why do I have this crazy sensation beforehand? Why does sometimes it just like stop? Like I get the feeling and
Yep.
I try to sneeze and it's like, oh, never mind.
I hate it. It's another horrible feeling.
Or I was talking about today with my friend, I was like he was about to sneeze and I was like, bless you. And then he like looked at me and he's like, God damn it. And I was like, why
Yeah,
does that
huh?
happen?
Yep.
Why does that happen?
The preemptive bless you.
Yeah. Bodies are weird. They are incredible. And I don't understand them, even the good parts.
But
But they're weird.
they're weird.
I think this is something we may have briefly touched on before, but the American drinking age. I don't understand it. You're telling me that I can go to war, leave my
Mm-hmm.
home, become a
Mm-hmm.
legal adult,
Mm-hmm.
vote,
I'll sign
but
my life away with debt.
sign my life away to student debt. Yeah, go literally murder people in the name of the government. But if I see some weird shit while I'm doing that and I want to come home and have a drink, illegal.
Oh, not cool, brother. Not cool. That ain't gonna
How?
fly here.
How does that happen?
Meanwhile, they're giving fucking like wine to children at 13 in England for special occasions. Like, get the hello, like, what is this? Like,
Wait, time out. You said that. Also, like wine at church.
yeah,
The kids can just have wine. We can
like
drink now.
that's cool. Like, not when it's church because of the separation of church and state. It's different.
Right, 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 right.
Here, it's also
That's.
not wine; it's the blood of Christ, Chanel.
Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. You're right. It
So
has
they're
been
not drinking
changed.
wine; they're drinking blood.
There is no alcohol unless Jesus was lit. So, we
Which
are
he
on the.
definitely was.
Yeah, dude. He water to wine. He's always lit. Well, we're on the church thing. I'm sorry, church people. Why are churches always so much taller than the surrounding buildings?
It's a flex.
They want to be closer to the Lord.
That might be it. They're trying to touch the heavens. Some shit like
This one
that.
is related, but not always. But it's what is the point of a steeple?
That I don't have an answer for.
So on churches, I would assume it's in the same vein, like to be closer to God, right? Um,
Yeah.
but there's so much architecture that has steeples that is not religious.
Yeah.
What? Why? Why do you have
Why?
giant murder spike on your building? Do we all get murder spikes?
Should we all get murder spikes? It's actually a lightning rod. Oh,
Yep, that's gotta be it. They're like, we wanted it to look prettier. I don't know.
I don't know. Speaking of fucking like lightning rods,
Uh-huh.
despite learning about Edison so much, I don't understand how light bulbs function.
Also, you're telling me it was a kite and a key that gave us this?
Cap.
Also, didn't
It
is this one of those things where they said Edison made it and it was really someone else? He just like
was Tesla.
patented it.
Tesla like finessed his ideas. Or
Right.
no, Edison
Other
finessed
way,
Tesla's
other way.
ideas. Yeah, yeah.
Right. Um,
And then Tesla died a broken man.
oh, so sad. But don't worry, we named a car after you. Yeah, light bulbs, the little wires inside
The
is
filament.
yeah, what is that? Why do they make different noises when they are
Yeah.
no longer living?
Why like I still don't really get the difference between like LED and like regular like soft light bulbs.
Halogen.
What is happening inside of there that's something different? Is it the chemical that's in there? Like what is it that's giving the light off a different color? Is it the filament that's different too?
Why don't we all just use neon and have a party all
Yeah.
the time?
Sounds
Why
super.
are why are lights white? Why don't we have more colored lights everywhere all the
Yeah.
time?
Yeah. Because I mean I'd rather have colored lights than fucking just regular white or off white.
Yeah.
Hello.
Also places that have different colored light bulbs in the same place, like yellow and white mixed.
Oh, it's
I
super cool, right?
not a big fan.
No, it's horrendous. It's one of the stupidest things ever.
Not a big fan. Okay. My next one is grass lawns and lawn care. Who decided that the plant of choice was grass and it needed to be this high only to be maintained?
Yeah. Like, why did
And
everybody want a
otherwise you can
lawn?
literally get the police called on you.
Yep.
Why did we all decide on grass? There are so many other soft, even if you want to stick with the green, soft green substances that can be used as a lawn.
I'd rather have a moss lawn personally.
Less maintenance, no
Yep.
cutting,
Yep.
better at absorbing water, less
Also true.
floodage.
Also true.
Yeah, who decided that, like, especially in the suburbs, like an HOA lady can come yell at me because my plant of choice is not the correct height?
Yeah, I actually don't fucking get that at all. I
Let's
mean,
talk
I
about
never like cutting
HOAs.
grass. It's stupid. Down with the HOA. I've always
Yeah.
said that. I stand by that. Homeowners associations are like I don't even think we need to. We could put that with taxes and insurance. Like it's kind of right in
Yeah.
there.
We hate that.
Yeah. But I don't get the grass thing. It actually just makes me more irritated. Like, oh well, we wanted to like make sure that it was like reminiscent of the forest that used to be here. Okay, well, why didn't you leave the forest here in the first place then, bitch?
Yeah, why do we not just have trees and forests and brush?
How
Why
come
don't
we
we
don't
just
just have tree houses?
Ooh, good call. Now we're asking the real questions here.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Um
It's because the answer is industrialism.
oh, right. I'm all for heated streets, BT dubs, instead of needing to snowplow. If you eliminate the plows and invest that in heating streets, we don't need those.
And then it also prevents less road fuckage later
And
from
death.
ice and plows and oh that too.
Yeah. Just throwing that out there. Um Something that made me really, really upset at work today. I have a bunch of tools. I have many, many tools, and yet I was not equipped because the thing in front of me needed an Allen wrench. What the fuck is an Allen wrench? It's a little bent piece of metal in the shape of a stupid L. Why
Yeah.
didn't we just use the same shape as every other screw? Your screw needed a special little guy that always gets lost?
What about the different sizes of them? Because those are all different sizes of hex screws. Who doesn't love that? I love it
Yeah.
personally.
They're like, do you want your life to be miserable? Do you want to never find the tool that you're looking for? Let's make it this big. Oh, sorry, I'm blurred out. Let's make it this big and able to get lost constantly. But don't worry, if it's this big, it doesn't mean the head fits. Will you ever have a good grip on it? No,
No.
absolutely not.
Why
Never.
didn't they choose to just why couldn't they just make like regular screwdriver instead of like with the fucking little. If you want to make a cool new symbol, why don't you just do that and make a
Yeah.
screwdriver with a different symbol on it? Instead, we got, first of all, I don't understand this. We have flathead. Oh yes, of course, makes perfect sense. It's a flathead. And
And
then
then
we've got
Philip.
Phillips. Who
Who's
is it?
Philip?
Why
Was
is he?
Philip a star?
Why is he X? Why is he an X or two
Philip
lines
is one
crossed?
of
Like I
the
don't
seven
understand.
deadly X's.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Where
What
Philip,
is that?
I don't know. I actually like a Phillips better, but like, why are you
I
so
do too.
special? Good
Why do we
point,
have
dude.
screwdriver preferences?
Yeah, really. This one I understand in theory, but like watching it work, I still don't understand. Magnets.
Oh yeah, don't ask me. Magnets are cool though.
They're great. They're so cool, but they're like, oh, it's because the poles, and I'm like, the poles of the
Earth?
Earth. So if I like flip my body upside down, does it work?
I
Like
feel
what?
like personally, I feel like we don't harness the power of magnetism more. I feel like it's a really L moment in science because I feel like magnetism is like the secret. I feel like
For
it holds the
everything.
secrets. Yeah, it's magnetism.
It's magnetism. It's for health. It's for travel. It could
You
be
can use it for
literally
travel. Yep.
anything. Um, but it doesn't mean I get it. Oh, they're opposite poles, so they attract. I'm like, shouldn't the
Oh, of
world
course.
crumble then?
Yeah, shouldn't we
Because
be inverting constantly?
yeah, what? I don't understand. You can say it to me all you want. I
But
don't
I
get
still
it.
don't understand it. Yeah.
How did you harness the power of the poles in the little metal thing? Why are some metals magnetic and others are not?
That's the real question.
I don't get it.
I don't get that either. I know I learned about it in chemistry and it has to do with the chemical makeup and the way the atoms in each of the things are spaced. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about atom spacing. You think I'd be paying attention to that? I do not. Like I like science just seems sometimes like made up nonsense to explain the unexplainable and to
If
make
you
it and to
yeah,
rationalize it for ourselves.
if you
And
had to
because
explain molecules and atoms of a solid object to like an alien, they'd
they'd
be
be
like,
like,
"No,
what the
that."
fuck are you talking about?
They'd be like, "That's not how that works. It's just solid. It's not tiny little things making it like it's just solid."
Yeah.
I will never wrap my head around. Like,
The
oh,
different states of matter.
yeah, what you're touching is actually thousands of millions of thousands of little atoms that are just hugging each other really tight so you can't tell. And
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like, yeah, sure. I would know if they were moving, but
I'm
thanks.
pretty sure I could tell if I was made up of atoms. Thank you very much. No,
Oh, the little bugs that live on your skin that are microscopic? I don't get that. Do you not know about those?
and I don't want it. Don't.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Carl. You have a bunch of bugs on you.
I'm
They're
gonna go
little microscopic mites, and they look
once.
horrifying.
Well, once we're done here, I'm gonna go take a fire bath.
Yeah, it's they'll come back. Your skin will not, but they will. I didn't. I'm sorry. Yeah, they live in
No.
your skin, and they're the good bugs. They help you maintain your body.
How come I can't? They're microscopic.
They are tiny, tiny boys. Would you like me to show you a picture? Or would you like
No,
to live
definitely
in
not.
bliss?
I'm just gonna look at my arm and pretend that they're not there.
If you look too long, your freckles will start moving. So careful.
Shut up! Don't say that.
I think. Hold on. Let me double check. But I think that might be everything I have for now. Yeah. Oh wait, the last one was cats purring. What's inside them that does that?
I guess I don't, I want to know that too. I guess maybe they have like they don't really have like I mean do they have like a larynx and vocal cords? It's cat
Yeah, they.
anatomy,
I mean,
y'all.
they have to,
Yeah.
but that's separate from their purr box.
So here's something that I thought of, and now I'm just gonna go to animals in general. Can
Hmm.
dogs communicate with each other through barks? Do they have different accents if they're from different countries?
Oh,
How does that work?
absolutely.
Is there a universal dog language? And does it function for cats and other animals the same as well? Also, why in dog procreation do the dog and female stay tied via a coital tie? I mean, I get it and I know why, but why
Hmm.
evolutionarily is that a thing? Have you seen that? I learned about it last semester in school.
No,
Basically,
and I don't want to.
if a dog and a female dog are like fucking, like
Hmm.
you've seen like the mount, like it's like the
Yeah.
so after if it's like 5 seconds of sex, the dude like he's stuck in there for hours. they're stuck together, so they then like I don't know how he fucking gets his dick to move this way because I could not do this shit with mine. But he like he does like a 180, so they're now ass to ass, and they just chill there for like an hour. And the reason biologically was so that the um vagina could like seep up all the nutrients
Right.
from the fucking peener, but like at the same time, like why hours? Like
What? Just chill out there. Like it works fine. We know because humans like
yeah.
you're
But
gonna
cats
be
aren't like
fine.
that. Instead, cats have barbed dicks. What is
Yeah.
that? Why
Yeah.
are they barbed?
Quite literal needle dicks.
And why is it mine?
I'm so glad that humans aren't like that, dear Lord. Oh, what a nightmare.
But there's like a lot of like random like animal stuff that I'm just like, this doesn't make sense as to why you do this. Why are pandas so poorly evolved? How come they can't live without human
Pandas are so dumb.
intervention? Why did they elect to eat the thing that provides them with the least nutrients possible, and it became their
They want to
staple
eat all
food?
day.
Yeah.
I had something to say, and then you talked about how stupid pandas were, and it just threw me off completely.
Why do giraffes fight with their necks?
Well, that just seems fun, to be honest. Oh God, I forgot what I was gonna say. I had a good one, but it's totally gone now. We're done for. But I'm positive that my dogs have accents.
I mean, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, Lyra's definitely like a Russian spy. I'm kidding,
Please.
internet. You're gonna hear Russian spy and come after me. I'm talking about
Russian
a dog
spy.
that's from Siberia, so please stay away.
I'm trying to think of like some other like crazy stuff. Maybe I don't know. I can't. I feel
Like
like
why
there's
human babies are useless for over a year,
yeah,
more
and why
more
almost
even.
every other mammalian child or baby comes out ready to go within a month.
Yeah, for sometimes a couple minutes, honestly.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like I was just thinking of like cats and dogs that take like a few weeks to like really get themselves out there and like walk. But I mean, like the fucking cows are shitting babies out, and them bitches are like, "All right, we're frolicking, like, and we're
Here
going,
we
and we're
go.
going."
Giraffes too, they fall. They start their life by falling on their skull like 8 feet. And then they're like, oh, that's fine. I'm just a little wobbly, but I got this.
Fucking like deer also, it's like the same thing. I know, I'm sorry, but like they're part of that like type of animal that gives birth like that, I guess. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. There's so many things I don't understand.
I feel like there's a lot of other things like I don't understand why the electoral college. Don't get that at all. Don't fucking understand
Well,
that
that's a
whatsoever.
I agree. I just thought of one. Fucking chalkboards. Why does chalk only work on a certain surface?
But it works on chalkboards, but how come we don't like you can write it on concrete too, so how come you don't have like concrete boards?
Why don't we just leave the wall concrete and draw on the why are we
I guess you
putting a
can't
board
erase it
over?
then. It doesn't. I don't think. I guess you could just.
Yeah.
But it does
Just
wear
wash
away
it.
naturally with water.
Why do we chew
However,
gum?
oh, yes, that's a good one. My other question was gonna be like how do you make a marker? Like what is a marker made from? How do you get that color to like is it like
The wait, yes, I agree. One, I have no idea. It's just filled with magic, I think.
but
I'm
then the same goes
sorry.
for crayons and like colored pencils and paint. Like
Yeah, pencils in general. Wait, you're telling me it's just graphite, which is metal? We're
yeah,
just throwing metal on the tree?
lead.
You cut it down with the metal, then you disgrace its body with the metal. I just thought of one. Colors. So literally everything you see is reflecting light, right? That's what makes
Mm-hmm.
it there. Um, if you mix colors in art, they make different colors than if you mix the same colors in light.
Yes.
So why what
Why?
so why
Why? Why?
so why I don't understand. The colors in front of you that are in art are you're seeing them because they're reflecting the same light that would make a different color in just light.
As someone who can barely see color, I'm gonna just like chalk this one
I'm
up to
so
like
sorry.
not for me, but like it sucks. I mean, not the color blindness. I mean, it's obviously not great, but like I don't understand like colors like and how that works because like black could be like white to someone else, or it might not be in really the laws of the universe. If like an alien or some other being was like, "Oh, look, your clothes are black," the human exclaims to another one. They're actually like, "What the fuck are you talking about? That's actually gazorp and purple." Like what?
And purple. That one
like
stays. I remember the other one that I was gonna say. I was gonna say that we finally had a chance to unite the world as people with sign language, and we decided to regionalize that as well.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me either.
You're telling me the deaf community, who is already cut off too much from the world, arguably,
It's horrible. It's the worst thing ever. It's one of the
they
worst things.
they finally find another deaf person, and they can't communicate because we decided to regionalize hand signs. What?
Why? Why?
What do you mean?
I mean, I know why. It's because of the language barriers, but at the same time, like it's the same. Like I just what? Just do it. Like
I mean, there might be some slang. Sure, that's always going to be different, always. But you're
yeah.
telling me, I know that there's something where like this is Apple in American Sign Language, but supposedly in like a Mexican Sign Language, that is like a bad word. I don't know
Oh,
what it is, but
great.
like you're telling me we couldn't all just go with the same signs for basic things that exist in front
Yeah.
of us?
Like why?
Very cool.
Um, I also don't get like time or time zones or like leap year because if we just added a 13th month, then February would have 30 days and we wouldn't have to have leap years anymore. It would just stop happening, actually.
Do you know
But
how much this society would collapse if we added another month at this point?
yeah, I mean, it would be bad. But like, I'm just like, I just don't understand. Like,
I don't either.
why was the system we have in place what we were like, fuck, man, this is crazy? And also, who the fuck came up with clocks and was like, it's gonna start at like, okay, like it's gonna start at 1. No, it's actually gonna start at 12. And then so there's 12 hours in a day. No, there's
No,
24.
no, double it. Double it. We couldn't have made the
Double it.
numbers smaller.
Double it.
I'll take 2.
And what was the arbitrary decision about like how time units works? Like, how do you know that how are we so sure that 60 minutes is in fact an hour or 60 seconds is a minute? Like,
Oh, that's
how do
made
you,
up.
yeah, exactly.
Let's have a clock that represents 24 hours a day, split up by 12s, but the seconds move at ones, but the minutes are denoted by fives. But we
Mhm.
count things in half hours.
Yes, we do.
Huh?
You said what? What
Huh?
did you say? And
And
then
we
don't
all
even get me
have to.
started on military time if you wanted to do
Oh
that.
my god. Honestly, though, that makes more sense. If
Yes,
we
it
all just
does.
knew that, it would make more
Yeah.
sense. But you're right with time zones. I'm sorry, you want me to call someone at 9 a.m., but their 9 a.m. is not my 9 a.m.
Yeah.
And we have to figure
What?
out who's correct.
Who's on the right time?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is I mean, I know they're always like, "Oh, my watch never goes bad. It's set to Greenwich Mean Time." Who the fuck? Where's Greenwich? Why is that the like time? Is that the time capital? Like, what do you
Yeah.
mean?
Who decided? Does Father Time live there?
Is that where he's? Is that where he is? Like, I don't
Yeah.
understand. Like,
It's like the North Pole, like Santa lives there.
yeah, and it
Father
said
Time lives in
he lives in
Greenwich.
Greenwich. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Yeah.
Why is Greenland named Greenland and Iceland named Iceland when they should definitely be switched because of their geographical locations and properties?
That was someone playing a cruel, cruel joke on the world.
Facts.
Denmark is not. Nope, not Denmark. um, Greenland is not technically owned by a country, a continent, either.
That's crazy. And you know what? I'm gonna end it right here because I'm gonna say something that is probably controversial. You know what I don't understand? How
Borders.
Africa is considered a mostly third world continent, but is the most economically dense in terms of resources and rich with resources continent in the entire world. And I'll let you guys figure out why all of the countries are so poor and are third world and are constantly fighting amongst themselves. You can
Ah.
this is a reader solve at home question.
Do your homework and let us know, but don't,
don't
don't.
don't or else it'll be BP coming after you.
Yeah, watch
Anyway,
out. Also look down at your skin. There's bugs everywhere. Sorry.
whose hands are these?
Oh goodness
Oh man.
gracious.
So I think all in all, it just goes to show you that we've failed.
We know nothing.
Or maybe that society has failed us in properly preparing us to be adults. I'm gonna, you know what? I'll always take an opportunity to take the blame off myself. So I'm in my head, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. It can't be because we didn't like look these things up or look into them or choose knowledge on our own. It's the system.
It's the system. The whole system is corrupt.
Correct.
Meow.
Walk us out of this episode, Carl.
What'd you say?
I said walk us out of this episode.
Okay, well, guys, thank you all so much for listening. This has been a great time learning about the mysteries of the world that are actually common knowledge to some of you, probably.
We learned nothing, by
We
the way.
we actually didn't learn anything. We just asked questions and like shouted into the void, and and the silence was deafening back.
Yes,
The
yes. It's like that social. What is that fucking class in school where the answer is always why?
Socialism?
Nope.
That's not
No.
it.
Nope. You know, that's literally what I was gonna say. That's wrong. Uh-huh. The answer is why. You
It's
know.
like no, it's not. It's a psi something.
Yeah. I don't know. What is
Philosophy. It's
philosophy?
not a
Oh, thank
psi, but
God.
it's philosophy. Jesus.
Wow, we are really like good students. Like we are so
Yes.
smart in the quote unquote system, and we couldn't think
Oh.
of that word. Why? But why?
But why? But why? That's today's. Always question your surroundings, folks. You never know when you're living in the matrix. Make sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat at Rated E Pod. And check out our lovely, lovely friend Yasmin Abed
Mwah,
Art.
mwah,
She
mwah.
does beautiful arts. I think she does, in fact, have a show coming up in October. So that is exciting. More details, we could probably tell you about that. I don't have that on hand. So, but we could give
Do
that to you
better.
next episode. Yep, and I definitely should do better. But I did discover that she has a TikTok, which is fun. Did not know that. So definitely go follow her there as well. So I didn't realize that. It kind of came up as like a recommended, and I was like, oh, fun. You gotta make sure, check her out on
Support
Instagram,
your
Facebook,
girl.
and TikTok. I don't know if you have her on TikTok, if it's the same name. Is
I
it?
do. I do.
Okay. Is it the
Yes.
same name?
It's all the same.
Cool. Cool. Yep. Yasmin Vet Art. So check her out on those 3 platforms, and don't really worry about us, but enjoy your spooky season in Halloween October. And
Worry
maybe we'll
about
have
me.
some
I need attention all the time.
yeah, worry about Chanel. Worry about Chanel for me.
Yeah.
Like instead of worrying about me, everybody just focus on Chanel. That's what I was saying by that.
I
Like
need
no
yeah, I
one pay
need
attention to Carl.
I need constant attention, so fill it in. Carl's been busy with school, so I need more attention.
Blurg. Y'all. We'll see you all next week. Maybe we'll have a spooky episode come up for you. Maybe we'll read about
More murders.
yeah, or like real horror movies that are actually like based on like real time footage, which is something I discovered was a thing. And I learned about the Hell House movie, and that
Yeah.
scared me, and I didn't like that at all. And I thought I
And
was
the
gonna
fourth
die.
kind.
Yep. And
Ooh.
maybe we'll do something like that. We'll see. So yeah, thank you all so much for listening, and check us out next time. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.